An episode of Comic Talk. Today we're going to be talking about the classic Invincible Iron Man 150. We go back with Dr. Doom to the Middle Ages. Let's go. So today we're going to be talking about Iron Man the 150. This is a special double-sized 150 anniversary special issue that came out. That's does not say in 1981. So we're going to look up in the book. It came out in September 1981. 81. It looks like. I thought it was. I didn't think about that. I thought it was a lot older than that, but maybe I'm. Is it? I thought it was a lot older than that, but maybe I'm wrong. Let's see who this is. A tale of magic and mystery told by David Merchland with the plot and writer. Who we have for the art? John Romita Jr. So we have somebody really talented on the art. That's why it looks really good. I'm looking to see if any other names strike out. We have Jim Shooter, editor-in-chief, who sounds familiar. But yeah, we have Dave, we have John Romita Jr. and you know what? Just to make this easier on everybody, here's the names. If I can see if I can show. Oh, everybody walked on it. So there you go. And if I got anybody's name wrong, usually I'll say, I'll put the name here. Obviously, I forget that, and I don't put in the video, so I'm just doing that instead to show you. But yeah, so this is a very cemented, and when it comes to Iron Man stories, this is one of the ones a lot of people talk about, because it's one of the ones you know. I really want to go other Iron Man centric stories, and I can think of some like Civil War kind of, because he's leading that, same with Civil War 2. The book where he's like a big part of it, but he's not like just, we're thinking an Iron Man centric book. This is an Iron Man centric book. Doom, Dr. Doom in it, but he's a villain, and he can really be a villain for anybody. Even though he is a Fantastic Four villain, he can be a villain for Iron Man, Captain America, anybody really. It's not just, oh, this guy's a Fantastic Four villain. Yes, that's who he is majorly a villain for, but he can be a villain for anybody. But let's open this book up, so let's see what story starts off with Dr. Doom and Iron Man going through this weird like vortex, like portal thing. Obviously, there was an issue before this, but probably shows them doing something and then they get flung back in time. I do not have that issue, and this issue really can stand on its own, even though I don't have that. Just in the last issue, they got something happened. I don't know what, because I actually, like I said, I don't have that issues. I can't really tell you exactly. Oh, you're supposed to know. I don't know everything. This is not a show where I'm like, here's all the knowledge I know of everything, because I'm a comic book guy who knows everything. I don't know everything. Yeah. So, and actually, it probably actually could tell me right here if I was actually time is like, okay, I'm not really looking. It seems like they've been thrown into time to get the world. And it shows Iron Man and Dr. Doom pop out, and they wake up and they're like, what's going on? They're like about to fight each other. And then he's like, look. And then he's like, Dr. Doom's like, Camelot. They're both like, Camelot? Because they're in Camelot, obviously. Because when you go, instead of going back into the knights and stuff, they obviously have to. If you're going back in the time of knights, it's always Camelot. Never anything else. You get Camelot and Camelot and Camelot. Then it's like, if you go back in the Westerns, in the DC universe, you always are gonna run into Jonah Hex. Jonah Hex. Marvel's usually Two Gun Kid or whoever that is. Like, there's standards, I feel like, for all of these. And Camelot just is nice in general, usually, when people go back in time, that's usually where they go. And this one's called Nightmare. And it's like night, and then a soldier, mare, they spell it in a way. I'm like, okay, that's kind of clever. And now, okay, ads on that page. And then we go to them talking about, like, what's kind of figuring out what's going on. I feel like now she's like, Dr. Doom's like doing this whole speech, like trying to explain, like, okay, how do we get here? What happened? Da da da. Last issue was in Fantastic Four 85. Okay, was this? You know, okay, this is something for last issue of Fantastic Four 85. Okay, so that had to do something. I don't know if that was. I don't think that was this. It's referencing stuff that led up to this, maybe. But since I'm talking, and then obviously a bunch of knights, probably from Camelot, in the realm of Arthur, obviously, and they show up, and obviously both of them kind of, I guess, look like knights. Like they always seem like Iron Man and Doom people wear armor are basically knights. Doom does look kind of, if you really think about it, he kind of does look like a knight. I could see him as a knight. Iron Man's a little more Yeah, he looks a little more out there, but yeah. And obviously they try to like one on grabs Doom, and then like he says something, and then he just smacks Doom. No wait, did Doom get smacked? I'm looking here. Okay, it's a weird. I'm glad I think I have even less. I'm trying to look at what's going on here because this looks very confusing. Because there's this guy, I'm back with Doom. One of the guys knights hits the guy, swings back, hits the thing, and he strikes with great so the player must be not be unpunished. Like it looks like one of the knights hit the, I do not. Okay, you gotta look at this fucking shit. What I'm talking about, because this is something you gotta look at here. This page. See, so I'm on the top, grabbing him. The next panel, across from where my finger is, it says somebody being hit. It looks like Doom, but also looks like a knight, and then a knight flings across. So a knight's hitting a knight, or we like, do you shoot a laser? Oh wait, it's showing on the bottom here. What it had to do with the. Okay, whatever the case, maybe the art looks a little weird there. I'm just saying the story's not bad, but like, okay, the art I'm gonna give that the art is a little weird, but it ends up with him grabbing like the what's the long spear thing knights have like joust with? I forget what they're called, jousting things. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not any use, and I grabs it and electrocutes him, and I meant like stopping. He shoots a hole in the ground, and did you? And he's like, the knight's like, did you go, do you confused? He's like freaking scared as shit. It's like, come on, we gotta take him back. We don't know what's going on here. We gotta, like, we're trapped here. There's nothing we can do. Hitting them, it's not gonna help us get back. Maybe going to meet them will help us get back. So they go back to the town, and I like the town people are like, what ridiculous knights you are, because you guys are freaking ridiculous. And then it serves them in King Os's headquarters of. Why am I saying headquarters? I don't have headquarters back then. A castle, like he's on the throne or wherever he sits, and it's him talking. And the other knight saying, "Hey, we found these two knights." And he's like, and then Iron Man obviously goes in and explains everything to him. And he like does what it's called, like basic magic. Observe. He puts the thing in the center, makes his chair lift, makes it settle down. And everybody's like, it's sorcery, black magic, and all this stuff. You know what I mean? The most impressive, like most impressive golden one, and that's what he's calling golden one. And we have let's see, and Doom obviously says what he says, and then basically he puts them in rooms. Like, okay, you guys seem to be okay. For now, you guys can stay here. I'm not gonna do anything. So Iron Man gets his own room, obviously. And obviously, because he's the Iron Man Playboy billionaire. Even though that doesn't really affect back here, I am tonight, and how many of us? Then again, and we don't see what happens. I don't think we do. I'm gonna take a quickie look. No, we don't see what happens. But obviously, Iron Man screwed somebody. It looks like from the past. And I do not want another ripple effects fight. Fucking somebody in the. He screwed this girl in the past. All the time, that I feel like would fuck up the time scheme, like completely blow it to smithereens. It's gone. I feel like that, unless this is somewhat cemented in time, like hey, time knows that Iron Man and Doom are gonna come back. This is gonna happen. Like some time travel stories we know like are gonna happen. So it's like the time know like hey, this person's gonna obviously come back here. This thing's gonna happen because that's part of time. I don't know, but this is it's like. It doesn't show it, obviously, but they had sex. It's just so obvious that fucking Tony Stark, he has like girls up the ass. I'm pretty sure he's banging a lot of girls. So like, yeah, even then, it's like I could figure out try to figure out a way to get out of here or do some stuff. I'm like, nope, screw the girl. But whatever. That's that's Iron Man. He's done that. He's a ladies man. He's like Bruce. He's like, yeah, I've had a lot of women and stuff, or other characters. I think of other characters who are like that. Bruce is the other Playboy billionaire I can think of. There's probably other ones, but whatever. But we cut to Doom. And obviously, we have a girl come over to act the same thing. May I be of service to you? He's like, yeah. He's like, what can you do to me? Like, kind of transfer into asking her about Morgan Le Fay, a long-term villain for the Marvel Universe. Is he a villain in the DC universe as well? I feel like he is. Morgan Le Fay. I feel like he's a villain of both. I'm not sure why, but he is in this one. He tells him about Doom. Doom blasts a hole in the wall, and then obviously the other guy comes in like, what's going on? And then he gets zapped. Zoom zaps him, and he gets the head of jetpack on. And goes to find Morgan Le Fay? I feel like I'm missing something. Morgan Le Fay. Okay, that's how it's spelled. Morgan Le Fay. And it says, and then it goes to Iron Man standing in front of the King, like saying Doom had gone to have left away from him, who is now is level like a, and also brainwashed this child, the servant to be a child. Doom left, brainwashed this girl. Seems brainwashed. He went probably to go find Morgan Le Fay, and she's like, yeah, I was like, it's not my fault, so I didn't do it. It wasn't my fault. And then he tells him about basically Morgan Le Fay, about basically what she is, like how she's a witch and all the magic, and how Merlin and them had to fight and keep her in the castle. And I'm saying that, I don't know why I'm saying it, because it's fun. But that, I mean, they went to like see them up the castle. It looked like King Arthur and Merlin locked up in the castle, so he can't leave. Obviously, Doom goes to that castle because he figured out where it was, and he sees a bridge, and he takes a little piece off the horse. It's like on for the the saddle. Takes a little piece off, throws it in the lake. Obviously, it's acid, so. And he's like, I'm impressed. Okay, it's not gonna be. I can't walk in. Okay, get off the horse. Obviously, I thought he would have tried to use the horse and just something. I don't know. He left the horse there, and he uses the jetpack and goes up into Morgan Le Fay's being like. He's like, I hope you forgive the inclusion. He's like, I know, and he has all this magic and stuff, because he's like, I know who you are. I'm Morgan Le Fay. I've watched you, and like I've watched you guys while you guys came here. I know everything what's going on. I'm magic. I just know what's going on. I know everything's going on. And then it begins with him telling his tale of what happened. It actually tells what happened, so it kind of gives you a thing of some magic stuff with. Talking about his brother, him attacking all these monsters, him making this portal. What I think of the next page is going to show from right. Portal, but then him and Iron Man got used that circle portal that him and Iron Man got stuck in to get here. Stuck in, and then they're stuck here, and so we see kind of like, I'll help you, you help me, and I'll let you go back home or do something. I'm assuming. She's gonna obviously Doom is gonna help her, and have a little crystal saying what she uses magic on it and brings an army of the dead. Obviously, because you know what this story needed? A bunch of undead knights in shining armor. And how many? Okay, we're gonna get on to something. Like, yeah, let's make this story fucking crazy, man. And have dead people coming up from. A bunch of like dead knights come up, and one of the guards who's watching on the top of the tower is like, holy shit. Cause like, we see an army of dead like skeleton zombies, you're gonna say holy shit a lot. You go, it's like, we have a problem, and he's like, okay, I'm like, I'll help. And obviously Doom is leading him, it's like, I don't know, like, it's a lot, and then he goes out there, Doom and him fighting, he tries to talk to the Inquisition, and like, there's no other way. And they all fight, and this is the point where I'm like, people die in this. Is this supposed to happen? Because if they didn't come back, this might not happen. Or this might have happened. This could have still happened, even though if they didn't go back, maybe. Morgan Le Fay still planned, maybe could have done this, I don't know, but they have a giant fight with all these, I don't know how you really kill skeletons. Can they be killed? Can they be chopped up, but do they come back together? Like, there's a lot of things about this where I'm like, yeah, how do you basically kill? Good thing. I don't know, but obviously Iron Man and Doom are fighting in the sky. King Arthur and everybody's fighting, and all like fighting. Like basically the next page is just everybody fighting. See heads off the skeletons and they're still fighting. Iron Man walks Doom in the face and thinks he got him. He goes to meet Morgan Le Fay to stop all the bad guys, and Doom just goes back into the fray of the battle. Iron Man comes to stop Morgan Le Fay because he knows what's going on. She sends out these little like diamond things on them, and then they make it black stuff that kind of like just black like shadow thing that wraps around Iron Man. Like it's like kind of scratchy and tough, and he's scrapping it, but then he uses light. So I'm assuming it's like a shadow thing, and it breaks that stuff off him, little stuff off him, and breaks the little rocks. And then he's like, okay, I'll send my giant bird after. I'll send my bird after you. So he takes a bird, and then turns into a giant bird monster, and obviously Iron Man has to fight it, and he gets hit by it, and then he hits it, and he takes a little capsule thing, like freezes it, throws it at him, like freezes him, grabs, he like breaks up into a million pieces, what doesn't make any sense, but I mean, yes, certain pieces, but how frozen was he? He had to be like frozen freaking solid at that. But he didn't look that frozen in the book. But whatever, he beat the giant bird monster. He goes to meet Logan the Fan. He's like, I'm here, I'm gonna stop you. And then see, basically, he says return, and then it's like he basically stops, or at least gets to see all the monsters, all the undead soldiers stop. So all of us left is Doom and King Arthur's, and he's like, we got you now, and it's like he's like, no, and runs off to go find Morgan Le Fay. He's like, where is he? And the thing is, and then he's talking about, where is she? Where is this girl? Where's Morgan Le Fay? And like, he took herself away, like she left on her own, she left, they do mad or something, got out of here, whatever the case may be. It's like, and it's like, how can we alone? We might not walk. We might not be able to get out of here alone, but together we might walk. Because basically, Iron Man is he has dark tech, he's very knowledgeable on like building stuff and science, and you know what I mean? He's very savvy when it comes to stuff. He's not a Reed Richards, but he's pretty good with his technological stuff and probably can figure out how to do this. Also with Doom help, who actually made the device, they can probably walk on the stuff together and do that, and that's what they do. They depower both of those things in 1, 2, 3. So they can't like attack each other, do anything. So it's a fair game. They're doing it on a fair game. One can't be better than the other. And actually, it shows them like taking all the stuff and building a thing to get them back home. And then it shows Dr. Doom is like, if Dr. Underlings are this clever, he himself must be a genius. Not knowing that. Saying like this, why is Iron Man's his underling and he's so smart? That means Stark must be a fucking genius. Not knowing that Stark is actually Iron Man, so basically points kind of low and valid. But hey, he doesn't know that, so fine. Outside of Reed Richards, I've never known anybody with such a unique grasp of electronics. Other than you, other than Reed Richards, I'm pretty sure there's more. We have you, if you want to count you. Reed Richards, were those the only two new electronics back in the day? I feel like there's a lot more now. I guess Beast kinda does. Or he does. I don't know. But yeah, really you were the only two. Oh, and also Doom, so that's 3. But other ones, but then it's just them building, doing a monster time building. They got this machine. What? They both have to grab onto, press buttons or something. And they're all connected to, and then it's like teleports them away. And they teleport and they appear back in King Arthur, like, back in their time. And the device they used to whatever fix that got them back all got destroyed, so it's all worthless. Like the adventure is finished, I'll return to my time, and then when it's like I'll return back to Lavasia, you can just go home. Like, but when we meet again, there'll be trouble. Or when we meet again, I'm gonna kick your butt. I'll be waiting, and it's like both of them walking off different directions, and it's like next Ant-Man could next assume, presumably look like has Ant-Man. But Invincible Iron Man 150, great book that if you're not a fan should check out. It's a classic Iron Man story that to be told for generations. Because it's one of the only books I can think of. When I want to recommend a book, I'm like, Iron Man 150 is really good, where he goes back in time with Dr. Doom. And with King Arthur's time, that's pretty cool. I kind of think because I've not read as much of his own books as I have other characters. And the only other things I can think of are like Civil War, but that's not really just an Iron Man like thing or book. Him and Captain America and like everybody else. So I don't know. But that's the end for this episode of Comic Talk. Hope you guys enjoyed. You guys can like and favorite and subscribe to be notified when I have new episodes of Comic Talk out. You guys can also check the link in the description for my Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, so you can like and follow on all my social media sites for all that fun stuff to be notified when I make new videos or when I stream or do all kinds of other stuff. And you guys can always stay epic, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye!